Hey, Hesbos. Welcome to episode 98 of the Hesby Street podcast. If you're watching on video, you can see Zack's grabbing plant. We can't do the pod without the plant. Want to let you guys know about some upcoming shows. We have Zack will be in Santa Cruz on February 11th at Greater Purpose Brewing. Then back in LA, February 12th at Citizen. He'll be in San Francisco at Bus Stop Saloon with the Chad Goes Deep guys. That's big. Big time. And then he'll be featuring at the Sacramento Punchline April 15th to 17th. I'll be in Grants Pass, Oregon, February 10th to 12th. Joker's Comedy Club in Washington, 18th and 19th of February. I'll be at Sac Punchline March 3rd to 5th. Madhouse Comedy Club in San Diego, March 25th and 26th. And then headlining Comedy Corner Underground, May 13th and 14th in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Check out all of our dates at HesbyStreetPod.com. You can buy a calendar there. And if you want a bonus episode, we still do that.
Pimp outs too.
Pimp outs, baby. You want to make us do some weird shit? Check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/HesbyStreet. Follow us on all the socials and have a great day.
Most importantly.
No.
Oh.
Most importantly is check out our website.
Rate and review us.
Rate and review us. Follow all of our socials. Buy everything. Buy my album. Buy the calendar.
Right.
If you ever get merch, you can buy some of that.
Go to Minnesota.
Go to Minnesota. See me there. Text all your friends about us.
When you're done texting everyone.
When you're done texting everyone. People you
hate.
I accidentally, we'll get into this in a little bit, but I accidentally emailed my college girlfriend this week.
No.
Yeah.
How? Why? What? What did you email your college?
Well, we'll get into it. This is the intro.
Oh, sorry.
Then after that, have a good day.
So we're one song away from hearing this story?
Yeah, we could get into it after that.
We'll play the damn music.
Okay. I love that song. You know, we've done it like once, but DJ Real, Nick Stargoo, made that song.
Is it Stargoo?
Stargoo?
I don't know. Both sound offensive.
Stargoo. It's...
Stargoo is like a racist name for aliens when we finally meet aliens.
Because they're kind of slippery.
Can't you read the sign?
They're like a little gooey because their atmosphere was different.
Slugs. They're giant slugs, and we got bartenders wiping down the bar.
All right, but the point is, Nick, we love you. Thanks for making our song.
DJ Real is way easier to pronounce.
And then also a shout out to Riley Largent, who he made us a song that was our outro song.
Yeah.
And then we stopped using it out of pure laziness because we synced up Nick's song to our graphic.
Oh.
But Riley's song's longer, and I didn't know how to do that. So, Riley, that's why we don't use it anymore. But it's such a good song, and we should be using it. And I'm going to look into... that's like in the back of my to-do list.
Not to mention, in the annals of lost songs...
Yeah.
Cambo, my friend, Cameron Bartolini, sent us a free song. And then you were like, I don't love it. And I was like, I kind of like it. And it just died there because you were doing the audio editing. And he wrote we're fancy like Applebee's on a late night. So now we can't afford him. We should hang on to that.
Damn, I don't even remember that.
You don't remember that? Yeah.
No.
I asked him to send over, because he makes songs
I don't think
all the
it
time.
was... I don't even remember it. I want to like defend myself and be like, it's not that I didn't like it.
No, it was totally our fault or my fault because he was like, what kind of thing are you going for? And I was like, I trust you, and then I sent it and I was like, yeah, Torio's not that into it. And he was like, all right. Like what? Like, it's like, you didn't even tell me what you wanted.
Damn, I feel bad. Well, it's the same thing with, that's exactly what happened with Riley. Because I was like, just make us a thing. And I showed you and Emily and you're like, it's kind of just like too long for an intro.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, that probably makes sense.
It's weird the more like we are getting into creating like an aesthetic for a podcast episode or like even a sketch.
Right.
It's less about like people you're friends with and more about a specific thing you're looking for.
Right. Well, I think that's what you learn with podcasts is so much of it is just like throwing everything at the wall and then figuring out what works. And like, yeah, you don't realize that there is like a weird kind of science to making a podcast work.
Yeah, it's not just like
not
cool
just
people
sitting down
with people you get along with.
That you get along with. There's a.
It's like, dude, I linked up with Torio. He's dope. So he's going to do the graffiti, and you're
Yeah.
like, I just started painting last week.
Yeah.
Very excited.
It's like when you build like it's like the LA Lakers. It's like,
Yeah.
we'll just get a bunch of dope names. And it's like,
Russell
no.
Westbrook, he can at least hit the backboard.
Carmelo Anthony used to be good.
Remember him?
Yeah.
The mannequin puppet from the Penny Hardaway commercials.
We got Nick Van Axel, but just his socks.
Arvydas Sabonis is coming back. We just bandaged his whole leg. It stays straight in a locked position.
We just get him because we're going to try to trade him to someone who thinks it's his son.
This is very obscure.
Very obscure basketball references.
If you don't get sports, you must be fucking lost, dude. Wrong podcast, homie. Hey, are you lost?
That's cool. Get in the van. We'll take you to Hesby Street.
It's like, wait, are you bullying or kidnapping me? I've never...
We don't even know. I love how we did just go over like how hard a podcast is, and yet we still don't know what we're doing.
We refuse to know what we're doing. It's a protest at this point.
Somebody, by the way, fact-checked us recently. I was telling you briefly before the pod about we had a clip about how we didn't know the difference between guns and crossbows.
Yeah.
But you had made a comment about like guns make holes in you, crossbows stick in you.
Yeah.
And he says, I wish I could remember his wording, but it was that crossbows fire at a greater force than a bullet. So you have a better chance of having a hole in you with a crossbow than a bullet. And he said it so confidently.
No.
I know I'm reading this.
Yeah.
But it sounds crazy, but I don't know.
Okay,
He sounds wrong.
in
right?
his profile pic, if he's wearing chainmail, I'm ready to give him...
No, he's just a normal looking dude. He had glasses.
No.
So
he doesn't know.
That means he's smart. I'm smarter than you. I have the glasses. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's how we debate. People are like, how do you guys...
Hey, so I love the podcast. The last episode was mostly Zack going, and Torio saying, come on.
Come on.
If you guys could move on to it. I mean, you edit it, right?
So, I don't like getting fact-checked even though when I don't know if he's right.
Yeah.
Because normally you get fact-checked and you're like, oh, thank you for helping.
Yeah.
You cleared it up. John Smolensky's come in a few times.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'm like, can we even trust John Smolensky?
Right.
Now this guy's he's thrown me in a total,
Yeah.
like, who can we trust at this point?
It's just a month's going to go by of your inner turmoil,
Yeah.
and then it's going to be a reply to his comment saying, who are you? In all caps.
His account's just gone. We got to find this man.
Oh, my God.
So apparently a crossbow can fuck you up.
I mean,
It
both
goes
can fuck you up.
Well, it can go through you?
No, but the feathers on the back, those are all going through?
I don't know.
I mean, I know it's not real feather anymore.
No. I think a crossbow's bolts.
They don't even have a back
I don't
thing?
think they have like feathers.
Or
Maybe.
like they have like fins. I should call them
Yeah, they have
fins.
something. Yeah, they probably have something.
So it's like there's a hole in the little fin marks where
I
the
just
fins
remember
got
when
through.
I used to play Warcraft.
Uh-huh.
The bolts would go in the crossbow and the arrows would go in the bow.
Oh. And then
So-
there were orcs though, right?
There were definitely orcs, and they made an even bigger hole in you.
If you piss them off,
Yeah, it wasn't good.
tell that guy.
I will tell that guy.
At least it's not an orc.
At least it's not an orc, dude.
You want to talk about giant holes being put in somewhere?
Ogre? I don't know what else is in.
Peon?
Peon?
Was it peon?
Job's done. I remember he'd say that after he built something.
Yeah,
it was a peon.
That was a fun video game as a kid.
I love how we went from
Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail, but we went from abstract basketball references to now abstract. We're not even
Computer
This isn't
games.
even World of Warcraft. This was like pre that.
Yeah, man. Video games have taken a lot of my life from me. I should have done hard drugs instead. There are meetings for those people.
Yeah.
I can't hang out with anyone recovering from video games. I have such bad video game addiction that for my birthday, when Red Dead Redemption came out, Elizabeth bought it for me,
Oh, you had to take it back.
and I told her return it. And she was like, you don't want this game you haven't shut up about for months? I'm like, I don't want you to see me having this game. I have. It's true. I can't. When she goes out of town, I've heard other guys talk about this where like the first thing a lot of guys do, and I thought I was the only one, but they get Chinese food. They have the place to themselves. They order crappy, shitty, fast food Chinese food from
Yeah,
somewhere.
interesting.
And then probably like drink or smoke some weed and like watch a movie or something. Stay up late. I do the stay up late thing. But I always, every time Elizabeth goes out of town, I think, dude, I'm going to be so productive. Finally, I have the place to myself, no one to distract me. And it's just takeout boxes all over the room.
If she shows up a day earlier than she should have, she'll see the worst version of you.
Yes.
It's like you have to be like, you have to text me when you're coming home early.
Right.
I have to hose this place down.
Right. Like, I have to take this underwear off instead of flipping it inside out.
I have to do laundry. Not just for my clothes, for the rug, for the sheets.
Yeah.
I got to clean the plant. I don't know why.
I got to unhook our vertical blinds, scrub those. Yeah, but this time I actually felt kind of productive. I got a new camera for the pod, and I've been going down this filmmaking I started out just wanting to learn the buttons on my camera, and now I'm like, I shit you not, I'm sitting in front of my laptop going, okay, so if I pitch to Netflix, I'm going, I do distribution. Otherwise, I'm walking.
I like having like total like, so we have this camera now.
Yeah.
We spent all of our budget, which fine.
Right.
Would have been nice to pay rent with that, but that's fine.
Yeah.
And I just learned, so people don't know this, but I just learned how to like edit videos. So for the last year and a half, all the videos on Instagram and YouTube have been edited by Zack. And then, so I finally learned how to do that. And then he gets this brand new complicated camera. I'm like, no, I'm not learning a new thing. I'm not doing this.
That's so funny that you finally understand how I feel, because when I was doing all the video editing, you would...
Well, I don't want to get too into it, but I'd be like, I should learn some editing. And you'd be like, I like it. I like doing it. I think you're just like such a people pleaser.
No, this is not how it happened.
No, that's how it was the first like year.
I said, get the software. And you'd go, yeah, my computer's weird, dude. I got to get a hard drive.
I had to get a new computer.
Yeah, I know. But like, that is the block in the road. It's not me going, no. I like editing too much.
When we lived at Hesby, you were like, I don't mind doing it. I like doing this.
Yeah.
At some point, things changed.
Well, everyone was like, I can help. And I was like, I mean, if you want to edit, you can edit. But like, I need to learn how.
Yeah.
But yeah, as of late. But the problem was when the editing was just too much. I'm doing a Patron episode every week and a regular episode and the clips for both. Mm-hmm. And each clip takes like, an hour when I was doing the captions. But it's boring stuff. But there would be moments after we recorded the episode and I'm so backlogged with editing, and you go, we got to start shooting sketches.
We got to start doing some sketches.
Sketch comedy, I think. Like, here's some ideas I wrote down. And I'm like, all right, I have to shower this week. I'm having a hard time looking people in the eye. I've been in front of a
Well, listen up, dude. Now I'm taking half of that workload, and we
Yeah.
got the camera, so we're going to finally
get to do more stuff.
maybe discuss doing a sketch.
But it's refreshing to hear you when I said, all right, I got the camera. You're helping me with the workload on editing. And I'm like, we can start doing sketches. You go, I don't want to hear about a new software button or anything.
Yeah, I need a few months with this just to like, and then it's like, I mean, I know how it is, and then we shouldn't get too into it, but it's like, yeah, you add one thing to your schedule, and it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
Because now it's like, I got this other thing, that deadline, and then I got these shows, and then I'm out of town.
You know what it is it's not, and I think everyone can relate to this, it's not that you have too much on your plate. It's that in my brain, I have allotted lazy time. You know what I mean?
Totally. It's like we don't clock in 9 to 5.
Right.
If it was just like, oh, I have to work 9 to noon, have lunch, and then noon to 5, just do all this, then I'd have enough time.
Yeah.
But I'm my own worst boss because I'm a cool boss.
Yeah. You are very chill. I've seen you work with you.
I'm just like, bro, go for a walk.
Yeah. You're like, let's get drunk on a Monday.
You know there's a new tartine that opened, right? They got fancy coffee. They got delicious pastries. Yeah, why don't we take a work trip there?
Yeah. You're the boss that walks in and goes, so, guys, we got the big thing due, but the new Spider-Man just came out. Huh? Mm-hmm. Should we watch it? And you get back to work.
And I go, I already saw it.
Wasn't good.
And he's like, should we see it again? Yeah, we should see it again.
We got to get to the bottom of this.
I didn't even like it.
Is it good?
I got to figure out why I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I've still got to go see Spider-Man again.
Oh, you haven't seen it again?
I haven't seen it again.
I don't know if I'd see it again.
I'm going to have to. We've talked about this.
But yeah,
Dude,
I mean,
by the way, to do movie reviews, I saw Moonfall. So bad. Don't go see it.
is that the one where the moon falls?
Yeah, it falls into the earth.
Oh, it's bad?
So bad.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, save yourself.
It's got not Samwise
Halle
Gamgee.
Berry.
No,
Yeah, Sam from Game of Thrones.
Sam Talley.
Yeah, I want to spoil it because he's so stupid, but I guess I won't. But it's bad.
Don't.
Yeah.
No spoilers on this pod. Hey, we put you guys through a lot.
But we ain't going to spoil Moonfall other than to say it's god-awful.
It's that bad?
It was pretty bad.
I watched a really bad one recently, too. I texted you about it. What was it? It was so bad. And I heard it was going to... Oh, Eternals. Marvel Eternals.
I heard it was bad, yeah.
Woo! Woo! Bad.
I'm telling you, I think all the effort's going into TV now, streaming TV.
Yeah.
Because people are like, if you're going to stream our movies, I might as well just do a TV show. I'm assuming it's more work. It's 10 hours versus 2 hours.
Yeah. But back to what I was saying real quick.
Yes.
The like the 9 to 5 people, they know how it feels too, because sometimes your work will go, hey, so we're flipping this around, and now you work here, and your brain goes, that's our lazy time.
That's our lazy. Yeah.
Now you're cutting into our lazy time. Now I'm getting pissed off. That's
I just rediscovered Oregon Trail. I was going to do that from 1 to 3:30.
That's actually why I made Elizabeth return
Red Dead Redemption.
Because when I'm into a video game, I go out to an open mic or a comedy show, and I'm waiting to go up, and I'm not even thinking about my set at all.
I just want to go home.
Yeah, the whole time, like, let's just get this over with, get me back to my fucking cowboy life. I'm a cowboy.
I'm a cowboy.
But yeah, so opening up our lazy time to other projects is really the hardest part. Then you get into a rhythm a little bit, and then you start getting comfortable, and then it cuts into jack off time, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna hurt someone. Now I'm gonna hurt an innocent person.
Yeah, but you know what? That uncomfortable. That's where we get our best work done. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I
that's
noticed.
where
if you cut into my jack off time, that's when I write my best jokes.
Your brain just flips like a fucking Under Armour commercial.
Like, whoa.
We must protect this house.
That tripod looks so crooked.
Does it?
It's half on the rug, half not.
Yeah, but I'm going off the level bubble.
Sick, dude. Up top. You're going to have to edit that out.
For the audio, we high five. It sounded like a weird enough high five that for the audio might sound like we went sick up top and we just kissed on the mouth. You know what was really bad that I watched? Biopics, right? You know,
I don't love biopics. You like them.
I like them. And I like to Google what actually happened.
Right. I'm the same on that.
Okay. So I watched Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay.
The Freddie Mercury story. And I was like, this isn't bad. You know, like the whole final scene was good. It was a nice little build up. You know, the usual band like drama. It rushed through a lot of shit.
Right.
So then I looked up like what actually happened. Like none of it happened. Like,
you want to know the worst part about all that? Sorry, go ahead.
well, someone was put in charge of writing the script, and they're like, "Did you read about it?" It was like, "I read it, most of it." Okay, what was your favorite part? The Live Aid concert. All right, that's a good thing. And what was the saddest part? When he got AIDS.
Yeah.
All right, so you know his story? Yeah. How'd he meet his boyfriend? I forget. It's in the script. Because his boyfriend's a waiter at a party at his house. And then he's like, you're beautiful. And then they fall in love. And like, he was never a waiter.
Yeah.
Never a waiter.
No, the worst part about that entire thing is that Sacha Baron Cohen was going to be the original, who would have been great playing Freddie Mercury. And then there was a script of like the real debauchery, you know, and like really what happened.
Yeah.
And I don't know who it was. I think Brian May had something to do with it of being like, no. And then so Sacha Baron Cohen was like, well, if I don't get to tell the real story, then, you know, if I don't get to do a part, you know, then I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
So then you got this watered down version.
Yeah.
You get Rami Malek, who's a watered down version from Sacha Baron Cohen.
I wouldn't call him a watered down Sacha.
Well,
He's his own thing.
I think Sacha Baron Cohen would have crushed it.
Yeah.
But you're right. Rami Malek was pretty great.
I wouldn't consider him a watered down Sacha Baron Cohen. Just outside of this movie. If you went, we could get Sacha Baron Cohen or you settle for Rami Malek. Like, those are two different talents, two different spectrums.
I'm just saying in terms of playing Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know enough about Freddie Mercury. I didn't know he had extra teeth.
Yeah.
It wasn't just buck teeth. The man had 4 extra teeth.
Well, that's how he got those extra. Oh, he was worried about. Did they bring that up in the biopic? He didn't want to get like oral surgery to fix it because he was worried about fucking up his voice.
His ability to sing, yeah.
Because he had that range, that octave range.
Yeah. Yeah, it was weird. And like the band, there's a big part in the movie where the band breaks up because he takes this huge deal with Sony for like $4 million.
Yeah, doesn't he do like a bad solo album?
Yeah. And so like him breaking up from the band because he signed a deal behind their back never happened. The band was just tired of touring. And they were like, yeah, let's all take a break. Because they had been touring for like 5-6 years straight or something like that. Maybe it was 10 years. Anyway, it was an insane amount of touring. And they were just like, dude, I want to be with my family. We have enough money. Let's revisit. And they had never broken up. So when they were playing their Live Aid concert, which is like the big moment in the movie where like, we're back together.
Right.
Let's see if we could do one good show. It's like, no, they had been touring that year.
Are you sure about that? How much research did you do?
I read a couple articles.
Huh, okay. Interesting.
And they were focused around like what
went wrong or what wasn't right.
What the band thought about the movie.
Right.
But they had never broken up. And I get you have to make a movie with a story arc.
Yeah.
But it's weird when you take someone's life that's probably already rife with like tragedy and trauma and interesting twists and turns. I can't wait for our biographers to finally step up.
Yeah, who do you think will play us?
I actually made a Craigslist ad. I need a biographer.
Okay. I could do that.
Because we're blowing up.
Yeah.
You want to be my biographer?
Yeah.
Have you
I don't think I'm biased at all.
Have you biographed it ever?
Yeah.
Because I need someone with 5 years minimum of experience of biography.
I have 4, but I'm willing to work extra hard.
That's pretty good. How do you feel about twisting the truth?
I love it.
Okay, if you don't mind, can I hear like what you have for me so far?
Well, I first I'd have to start by asking you what are you looking for? What do you want? Do you want me to?
I want a gripping tale of my life.
Okay, so
but like
I'm gonna say
air quotes.
I'm gonna say that you were born in Morocco.
That's better.
Yeah, because Marin isn't good.
I was discovered in a well, or maybe I was floating down a river.
No, I was gonna say floating in the river, like
Moses.
know, a baby. Like, was that Moses?
Yeah,
I thought it was Romulus and.
I mean, everything's borrowed from everything.
Okay, so they just
Moses was the one that was like Jewish slaves gave birth to them. They were killing boys. The Pharaoh decided to kill all the Jewish boys, so they floated him down the river. And God kind of landed him right in the fucking house of the queen.
Perfect. God's got such good aim.
And she was like, you know what? I've been fucking my brother.
And
he's the Pharaoh. And our kids are weird. They got jaws. They got Habsburg jaws. There's going to be a name for this jaw someday.
Uh-huh.
Our kids are getting jaws.
Like the movie Jaws, the sharks?
Yeah. We just have a poster for the movie Jaws, but it's the Habsburg jaw documentary about...
Do you think people remember what you're talking about?
I hope the Habsburg jaw becomes just common knowledge. Like, I want it to be a reference that's my goal.
Okay, the Habsburg jaw.
Include that in my biography. Me discovering the Habsburg jaw.
Well, you get found by the Habsburgs.
and
they take you immediately to the Pacific Northwest. No.
They pay
New
me,
England?
Where
are they from?
I think they're from Spain.
Spain. That's what I meant. When I said Pacific Northwest, I meant of Spain.
Of Spain.
The Pacific Northwest region of Spain.
Right. The Pacific
Northwest region.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they don't even count the Atlantic. They're like next ocean. I'm skipping this one. I don't want to deal with it.
I'm glad you get it.
Yeah, so in my biography, I want to be found in a riverbed by...
Spaniard royalty, no?
Spanish royalty. The Habsburgs. And I grow up and I go, look, guys, I can't call you mom and dad. I mean, you have water leaking out of your brain.
You look like humans.
You guys can't talk. I should be king.
Right.
And
so
I'm
you
not
become king of Spain.
I become king of Spain.
And then, you decide this isn't for you. You got to do your chase your dreams initiative.
The Chase Your Dreams Act.
Right. And you move to
New York City.
New York City, which
right.
is the San Francisco of the East.
It is.
That's what they call it.
Right. Yeah. I call it the Pacific Northeast.
Right. And I think from there I can just figure the rest out.
You got it?
Yeah, you got it.
One thing
comedy superstar, Joe Rogan and you tour together.
We toured. We have a huge falling out.
How are you actually doing with the Joe Rogan news?
I'm okay.
Are you okay?
I'm hanging in there.
He's apologized twice in a week.
He's apologized
worried about
not
you.
as much as he said the N-word.
That's true.
I mean,
I'm always like, it's
do you
interesting.
think he's racist?
I don't.
I have a hard time thinking he's a racist.
It depends
person.
how you define racist. I don't
Yeah.
think he's a. I actually think he's probably a good intentioned dude.
Yeah.
You know, it seems like.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
I think that he is just, but he's so wrong and self-involved that he's become a problem.
The problem is when you become such an influential figure, you're really not allowed to be wrong anymore and not care.
Right.
So like us, we have fun. Like we talk about shit that might be inappropriate, but like we're not in the public eye like that.
I think the big difference though with us is we are ourselves because we don't interview people.
Yeah.
I think Joe Rogan is whoever he interviewed last. Like when he so they were showing him interviewing a scientist in March of 2020 and he was pro-vaccines, and then he's interviewing some scientist in 2022 and he's anti-vaccines, and it's like you just are whatever smart person's talking to you.
No, but he argues with people because he doesn't want to. Like that one scientist talked about the myocarditis or whatever. Like, and he didn't like that statistic. That went viral because he was saying,
he's a move the goalpost guys too, I guess.
Yeah, I think power just makes us fucking crazy. And I'm wondering when we become powerful, when?
Totally. Well, I was going to bring this up.
What kind of crazy are we going to be?
Well, I'm worried about like, so I've been, in the comedy sphere, we've been seeing all of our friends and friends of friends like support him.
Yeah,
because
they came
he
up
has
at the comedy
done
store,
so many good things for so many comics,
especially at the comedy store.
And I'm wondering like. How it's gonna go, like, because inevitably people are gonna go back and because that's the other thing too is he's got so many hours of talking like we do, and I'm gonna have to defend you, and I'll be there, dude. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna defend you to the death, but it's gonna be tough. Some of the things you say. Should we just get our apologies out?
I should get
the
out
way.
of the way. Yeah, let's do them now.
I'm sorry about that thing I did or said about that person or thing that was insensitive. That's not who I am.
Yeah.
There's not a racist or sexist. What's the other one?
You're on camera, so you got to look like.
I'm not. There's not a racist bone or sexist bone or
biased
bone.
But there has to be
my
a
body.
biased bone.
But there is a biased bone in my body. But only the good ones. Is that a good apology? We should work on it.
I'm gonna do some.
Okay.
You know what? I'm sorry for any sort of accents I've done in the past, that were seen as off color. I apologize to the people of Buffalo. I think we shit on them pretty hard.
We have to apologize to Buffalo. We're sorry.
Because they don't deserve that.
And your wings are great.
That's low-hanging fruit. You know what I mean? They've been through enough.
Your apologies just make them feel shit.
Well, they're buried under snow right now. And we're just going, it sucks to be there. And they're like, dude. Send warm water.
It'll just freeze. I don't think you know how warm.
I need to open my car door. You know what? I want to get ahead of some apologies too.
Smart.
Okay, so I would like to apologize for what I said about that new political party. It was a different time. 10 years from now was a different time.
It was the future.
Yeah.
And we didn't know it was going to be like that.
And I'm sorry for the off-color jokes I made at Torio's wake. I thought in the moment, that was paying tribute to him. But that was not
cool, dude. My mom was mad.
And
my mom will be mad.
And we were all horrified by the visible sight of him rolling over in his casket as it lowered. I never knew that saying meant like a real thing. Turns out there's some sort of witchy magic.
That is crazy.
And I wish he was alive to see that witchy magic because he always made fun of me. Anyway, it's not about me. God rest his soul.
You know what? I've decided I'm not going to apologize. I'm taking all my apologies. In fact, you know what? I've learned how hard video editing is.
Yeah.
I actually was thinking about did you see the they go back and they listen to all these podcasts and all these videos
How
to
do
put
they
like
do that?
contradictory. I'm just gonna get some contradictory things out of the way. This unedited.
Oh, that's
this way you
good.
can just cut it,
Save
and
them
post
time.
it right too. So I think the NFL's it's got to be outlawed.
Okay.
CTE, it's killing, it's killing our kids, and it's barbaric. And what are we, gladiators? And also,
Oh, wait, okay, let's
and also
cut.
don't even no, I'm good. And also, I think baseball's the backbone and fabric of this country.
Wow.
Football. What did I fuck? I think football's the backbone of this country, and we need it. It's the culture.
They're
of
just
America.
scrolling back through your clips going, this is useless. I think he's talking shit about football, but he loves baseball.
All right, so what's something good? What's a good thing?
We already got you hating football down, so if you want to go ahead and get the flipped version of that out of the way.
Love football. Love football.
Okay.
Oh my God! Without football, who would we be as a country?
Yeah.
You know, that's rock, flag, and eagle right there. So we gotta keep football.
Okay.
We gotta outlaw books.
Okay, let's get anti-book down.
Yeah. So some of these books are problematic, and they don't belong in our schools. You can't be outlawing books in schools because the minute you outlaw a book, guess what kids want to do? They want to go read that book.
Right. Okay, so we got that down.
We got books and football. What else?
Okay, let's go get pro outlawing books.
I did that. I
Oh,
started
you already
with that.
said it?
I did both of those.
You're saying them too quick
Oh, I'm
together.
saying it too, but that's what I'm saying because you just want
Don't
quick.
waste any of their time.
Just cut and just throw it up there.
Okay, should I jump in?
Yeah, jump on in.
Gender is a funny word.
It is.
Okay, now we'll do the other side. Gender is not a funny word.
It's not something to make jokes about. Nuh-uh.
No. All right, I'll do another one.
Yeah, do another one.
Sorry, Native Americans. Finders keepers. And then we'll flip the other way. I'm sorry, Native Americans. Dude, we're never going to blow up. I'm going to get canceled before I blow up.
That was pretty fun, though. Yeah, I'm sorry about your buddy Joe, man.
My buddy Joe.
Joe Rogue.
He's not my
The
buddy.
Rogues. You look up to him.
Why do I look up to
In
him?
2020, he said, I want to start a podcast with you, like my best friend and mentor,
Joe Rogan?
Joe, even though you haven't met him, but like you look up to him.
Yeah. I saw him on the patio at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
Didn't talk to him. We didn't talk.
Right.
Greatest day of my life.
Just being around that
Up
greatness.
until that point, it was about to be the worst day of my life. I had a suicide vest. It was...
A vest?
Yeah.
You're going to blow it up. It was
Yeah. Well, my arms get hot.
It's not a suicide sweater.
I mean...
It's a suicide vest.
Why did we ever walk away from Suicide Jacket? Like, what?
I don't fucking know.
What? Terrorist. Well, it's just... I'm already sweating. I mean, this whole mission has got me sweating.
Well, I think not to make it too real, but you put the vest and then the jacket goes over the vest.
Right.
To hide the vest.
Right.
So if you have a suicide jacket,
They go,
right,
"Hold-"
because the dynamite's on the outside of the jacket or vest, then you have double jacket. They're like, hold the fort.
Yeah.
Who's this guy with two jackets? Keep an eye on him.
Right. They go, buff guy alert.
But your face is fat.
And sweating a
Something's
lot.
confusing.
You're sweating from
I'm
standing
going to
there.
tackle him now, ask questions later.
Dude, it's got to be tough trying to spot a terrorist these days. You know?
Yeah. I got patted down
Oh, yeah?
at the airport for the first time. They really get up in there.
Oh, really?
I feel bad for attractive women. If that's how they get touched, which probably much more often than
But
me.
you don't feel bad for ugly women.
No, I'm saying that attractive women it probably happens to them more frequently.
You think?
Because dudes are creeps.
And then ugly women, you think.
Yeah, they don't.
I mean, welcome to the party for once.
I guess so. I guess that's what I meant.
This is the podcast of double takes. So you feel free to jump on the other side.
Also, I don't feel bad for attractive women. Boo-hoo. You get
There you
patted
go.
down a lot.
There you go.
But you also get all the TikTok followers, however many you want.
All right.
It's got to suck to be like a beautiful woman that like puts up sexy videos on TikTok and just nothing goes viral.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what are you doing different?
Yeah, it's got to feel weird when, and then you get like one creepy commenter.
Yeah.
And you're like, ew. And it's like, well, what?
I didn't put my boobs out here for one dude. I wanted
Right.
millions of creepy comments.
Okay, I'm going to do my take.
Okay.
I feel bad for beautiful women,
Yes.
which is all women.
Whoa. Okay, now the other side. Now the other side.
Okay. Ew, girls. Yucky. Sorry, Mr. Chapaloni. Did you say ew, girls lucky? I mean, yucky? God damn it, dude.
I know. I
You gotta
fucked
do
it
like
up
a
earlier
tongue
with
twister.
baseball, football. This podcast is all
You know
over
what's
the
so
place.
weird to me in stand-up is you do like a bit, and if you slip over one word, the joke is immediately not funny.
I know, because they lose trust.
They snap out of it.
Yeah, it's like this guy's taking us down a road, and I feel safe.
It's so
and then you
funny.
fuck up one word, and they're like, "This guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about."
Wait a minute, this guy's a fraud.
He wrote this.
It is true though.
Yeah.
Every comedy show I've ever witnessed, every performance where, and no matter how funny the joke actually is, if they get their tongue tied or twisted over a word,
Sometimes you'll be able to kind of hide it. And in your head, you kind of fucked up, but in your head, you're like, I don't think they noticed. Or like, I think I saved it. And that's kind of song and dance of it all.
yeah. It's got to be tough to like have a stutter or a lisp and do stand-up. We know a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Nina G, famous
G.
stuttering comic.
Phil.
Woods overcame his stutter.
Both very funny.
Yeah. I grew up with a kid with a stutter. And he got like, people would make fun of him. It was so weird to me. I could never like make fun of that.
Yeah.
Like no matter how young or immature I was, that always was like, dude.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it's kind of the comic in us, though. We're like, I'm going to make fun of someone that's like hard to make fun of.
Yeah. Right.
I'm going to make fun of the popular kid that everyone likes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And be like, hey man, you're super fucking hot.
What's that chiseled jaw like? You ever cut it? Just like, you ever just like touch that jaw and it's just like a little pointy?
Uh-oh. Perfect hair alert, everyone. Hide your ugly hair. Perfect hair's here.
Oh, what's it like having like a healthy family life?
Yeah. Cool kids line that we can call you from because you have your own landline.
Damn.
Just crying. I'm like, I'm making fun of you. I'm making fun of you.
What's it like having 4 vacations a year to beautiful tropical? But me and my family, we drove to Reno once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ran into your family.
At the airport. They were flying to Tahiti.
Yeah.
You know that Reno to Tahiti direct flight?
Yeah.
You always have to transfer in Reno.
You got that flight, and my parents looked at each other and they said, we did something wrong.
And they pointed at me and said, we could be going to Tahiti if we didn't have you.
Yeah. Yeah, we got wind of your family at the airport, and my parents fell out of love.
Idiot.
You fucking dummy. Man, it sure must be easy.
You know what we never talked about was my accidental email to my college girlfriend.
We got to get to that.
But I'm looking at the timer and I'm thinking it's got to be Patreon. I guess we got to wrap it up. That's just going to have to be Patreon.
Is it not
content.
a banger?
Oh, it's a banger,
It's just
but
not short.
it's just not short. So I guess you'll just have to.
All right.
It's almost like we planned this
Damn, it feels like
as
we
like
planned
some
this.
kind of teaser.
That's kind of fucked up.
That is kind of fucked up. Anyways, thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah. Dude, all right, finally we can go have some fun on the
I
Patreon
know.
pod.
God, I can't wait. Get these fucking shirts off.
Unzip my pantalones.